Hello. Actually, my presentation is very, short. I don't want to bother you too much with details. My module is marketing for sustainable agricultural products. I represent Anatoliki, your partner. And let's see the contents of the training module. The first chapter refers to the involvement and definition of marketing. The second chapter, marketing and the agricultural sector. The third chapter with marketing strategies for sustainable agricultural products. The fourth chapter, the agricultural marketing plan. And finally, measuring results and fine tuning. Okay, so I'm sure you're all familiar with the concept of marketing. You have heard it at least once during your course. Actually, marketing emerged during the early 20th century, and it was an offspring of economics. The science of economics did not put very much attention to the demand when it comes to setting the prices of the product. And therefore, marketing economists started to research the market. And actually, they developed three approaches to marketing activity. The first is the commodity analysis. Actually, I cannot see very well. The first approach to marketing is the commodity analysis, which studies how the product is brought to the market. Actually, if we think about, for example, milk, this approach studies how the milk is produced in the dairy farm. How is it, they bring the milk to the cooperative that processes the milk, and then how the milk is transferred to grocery stores for the final consumer. The institutional analysis studies the businesses that play an important role in marketing, the intermediary organizations like wholesalers and retailers. And the third approach is the functional analysis that analyzes the general tasks of marketing. And actually, all the marketing efforts that take place in order to reach from the producer to the final consumer. Now, let's see three very important definitions of marketing. The first one comes from the American Marketing Association. It was approved in 2017, and actually states that marketing is an activity, a set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, and delivering offerings that have value for customers. The second definition comes from the Institute of Marketing that states that marketing is a management process in identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer wants profitable, always to make a profit, of course. And the final definition comes from Philip Kotler, which is the father of modern marketing, and states that marketing is an art of exploring, creating, and delivering value to satisfy the needs of a target market at a profit. As you can see, profit is everywhere. Yes. Okay, so now let's check some purposes and benefits of marketing. Of course, the first and most important is growing sales. When companies develop and adapt marketing strategies, the first goal, of course, is to grow their sales. So marketing actually helps them get to know their customers, target their audience, the market that they want, and actually produce products that satisfy the needs of these customers. Secondly, benefits, the purpose and benefits of marketing is using and managing reputation. When companies and farmers, of course, because we're talking about farmers actually, develop marketing strategies, these help them improve their reputation as a company, as a brand, and this, of course, can result in retaining existing customers and gaining new customers as well. Marketing of course, helps companies get to know the audience because through marketing, you can develop statistics and metrics, and you can measure the satisfaction, the behavior of customers, and therefore you can improve your product and the way you offer your product. Then there's earning trust, again, through the same way. You can develop a good relationship with your customer, and the customer can result in trusting your company, trusting your brand, and therefore coming back and back again to buy your products. You know what works, because through marketing you put into practice different strategies, marketing strategies, and you get feedback from your audience, from your target market, and then you see if this strategy is effective or you need to change some things in order to attract, improve your sales. And of course, you learn the marketplace, again, through research and statistics from marketing tools. Okay, so now marketing is based on on marketing principles. These were developed in 1960s. They haven't changed a lot, and actually from the beginning, the marketing principles were four, forming the 4 Ps, and this is called the marketing mix. And after some years, they were enriched with 3 more categories. But the basic categories are place, price, product, and promotion. During the 70s, I believe, this marketing mix was enriched with process, people, and physical evidence. The most important, of course, but the number 1 marketing principle is the product. And what do we mean when we talk about the product? We refer to the characteristics of the product, of course, and how this product can satisfy a want or a need of a customer. The most important thing here is for the owner of the company or the farm to be able to understand the side of the customer, how the customer or the client perceives the characteristics of the product and how important he considers it to be, so that he can buy it. Then we have the price. The price is very important, of course, for promoting and selling the product. There are two ways of pricing a product. There is the cost-oriented pricing and the market-oriented pricing. The cost-oriented pricing is when the farmer or the producer calculates how much it costs to produce this product and sets the price. The market-oriented approach is when the farmer sees how much similar products are trading in the market. And therefore, he can decide whether he wants to put the price under the market in order to have more sales, or put the price above the market in order to promote a more qualitative product. So it's up to the farmer and the market. Of course, what the customers are willing to pay is very important. It is very important to set, to communicate the special attributes of your product, the qualities, the extra things that this product provides compared to competition, and so on. And then we have the place. The place is important because the farmer or the owner of the business should decide where to place the product in the market. Do you want to use the places that other companies with similar products use, or you want to place the product in a distinctive place to make the difference? But again, you have to communicate to your clients where is your product and how they can easily find it. And then we have promotion. Promotion, I'm sure you're all familiar with. What type of advertising? Are you going to use traditional channels for transporting your product? Are you going to sell online? And stuff like that. Agricultural marketing brings producers and consumers together through a series of activities and therefore becomes an essential element of the economy. Why agricultural marketing is important? Because the production of sustainable agricultural products on its own cannot guarantee success. The production environment has changed dramatically from self-reliance to commercialization. There have been many technological advancements that have led to increased farm production and large marketable surplus. So therefore, you need marketing to make the surplus available and sell it, leading to increased urbanization, change of lifestyle, new habits, and of course, there is the need for bringing commodities to consumers in the form of value-added products. Agricultural marketing is actually, as the title suggests, is comprised from two values, agriculture and marketing. With agriculture, of course, we mean the cultivation of farm products or livestock, of course. And marketing is how you get the product from the farm to the final consumer. Actually, agricultural marketing. Okay, agricultural marketing. The definition of agricultural marketing is taking into consideration when the farmer puts into action activities that takes into consideration their market structure and their market system, financial and institutional, and uses, takes into consideration the technical and the economic parameters of the market. Let's say a few things about what are the benefits type of agricultural marketing, and actually no, the role of agricultural marketing in the Yes, the role of agricultural marketing in agriculture. So agricultural marketing helps us with the optimization of the resources that we use as farmers, increases the farmer income because through marketing, the farmer knows where to sell, how to sell, and in which price to sell the products. Helps the farmer, helps in the widening of the markets because through marketing and research based in marketing, you can do it through marketing. You can see other opportunities and take advantage of them. Of course, agricultural marketing helps in the growth of agro-based industries as a whole. Farmers can get price signals when they are ready to get a product into the market. Marketing helps the adoption and the spread of new technology due to research and the farmers staying into the market and get updated about innovations. And of course, help the farmer get additional income and have a better living. A very important chapter in marketing is green marketing. That it refers to the practice of developing and advertising products based on their real or perceived environmental sustainability. So if a farmer has a climate smart agriculture product or a bio-organic product, this should be communicated to the final consumer. Therefore, consumers that are really interested in buying and consuming environmental friendly products can find this particular product. Of course, green marketing does not refer only to the production or the special attributes of the product, can also refer to packaging. This can also be green, or it can also refer to labor. Maybe the farmer treats employees in a better way. Also, this can be should be communicated. And of course, green marketing can also refer to activities developed by the farmer that has to do with social interest. So maybe the company, the farming company, gives money to special organizations or institutions for a better life for children. This should be communicated and is part of a green marketing. So let's see some of the marketing strategies. First of all is the farmer's market. You all know, you all go to farmer's market to buy your fresh products. This marketing strategy is preferred for newcomers. When you start your business in farming, it's better to go through the farmer's market. Then we have the community-supported agriculture, and I will explain what it is, and you should tell me if any of your countries, deal with this kind of strategy. Actually, this is when a community supports a farmer and actually gives money upfront in order to buy the crops when they are ready. So they prepay the commodity, and actually they also get involved they might get involved in cultivation, in picking up the crops when they're ready from the farm, or the farmer can transfer the commodity in a special place and they can buy from there. I don't know, do you have any of this in your country? And I think in Greece we don't have this. Okay. Citizens from the area? Maybe we should give the microphone.
In hazelnut production, this system is now developed, and there are some prepaying systems for farmers.
Can you talk a little bit louder, please?
Is it open? Okay.
You hear me? Yeah. So this system is now developed in hazelnut production in West Georgia, and but it's not from community, it's more from wholesalers, exporters, and some financial institutions.
Okay.
They are making, but system is the same. Yeah.
Okay, the system is the same, but here we're talking about citizens of the area.
No,
the citizen goes and buys, prepays a commodity.
No, it's yes, it's okay. We have, but it's very usually one or two.
Okay. Yes, I've seen this in from US research, actually case study, and I don't know if our culture allows for such a strategy. Actually, I don't know. Can you use a microphone, please? Okay.
I have an example, which actually does not come from Greece. We came across this example in Germany, where there is a cooperative producing organic products, and the citizens of the area are becoming members of the cooperative, paying a yearly price, a fee, and they are the products are distributed to them, coffins, on a weekly basis, and they so the production is guaranteed for the sake of the citizens who are members.
Okay.
And there is a special kind of logistics for the distribution and the return of the coffins, which are wooden. So there is also an idea of food saving and reuse of the coffins and so on. There is this whole system, but it is more or less something like what you are mentioning. So they are prepaying a standard price, and they have access to this organic. I don't know if the price is high or low. I don't remember. I mean, I could not estimate at that time. But this is a way of promoting and the products.
Actually, if you think it in a small scale, let's suppose that I'm a farmer. I grow tomatoes. So before the season is the right season for picking up the tomatoes, you brought disaster. So before the season for picking up the tomatoes, the citizens of the area, the village, come and prepay some quantity. And when the tomatoes are ready, they come and pick them up, or I give them the quantity. Or they can come and select their own tomatoes, which one they want to buy. So another strategy is on-farm sales and tourism. This is actually developing in Greece quite well, I believe. Is when you have a farm and tourists and visitors can come and they can get involved in, cultivation. They can stay the night. You organize other events, cooking, tasting, digging, collecting, horseback riding and stuff like that. Yes. This is actually very good for farmers because farmers are supposed to be, are considered very isolated as people. So it's good to get in touch and socially active with other people as well. Yes, agrotourism, actually, yes. Of course, we have internet, email, and social media. More and more farmers are selling their products online, either directly to consumers or to wholesalers. And this is actually, if you're interested in buying fresh food and you want to know where it comes from, it's the best place to go and buy your vegetables, your fruits and vegetables. Of course, yes. Not always legally. I'm not sure about that. Let me know.
Thank you. Actually, I would like to share a bad practice from our country, that a lot of organic producing farmers being, how to say, difficult for them to reach the official market for the reasons Valentina mentioned the day before, because they are not key players, they are small, insignificant, cannot afford themselves to pay the fee or whatever. So they prefer to implement direct sales, like you mentioned, through social media. If you open Facebook right now, you will find like hundreds of groups and farmers offering potatoes, cucumbers, whatever, organic, pure, ecological. But actually, these sales are not official sales. It's still in the gray market. There is no, how to say, legislation or any controlling authority which is taking responsibility for these sales.
Are they even farmers, the one that
They
sell?
are.
They are.
They
Okay.
are farmers.
Okay.
They are farmers. They offer you products. You can go to the farm and buy, or they can deliver, but they will not issue invoice or
Okay, so they don't pay taxes.
something like that. Yes,
Okay.
but it's a huge percentage of the organic food market right now. From the room, we have more support for these things.
We have the same, but small farmers are free from taxes, and so it's
So it's not
but
illegal.
we have not this problem with legalization.
Yeah. But do they even carry the stamp for organic products? Are they
Sometimes.
certified?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
I would.
Yes, of course. In a minute, we have someone from here talking.
Yeah, okay.
Valentina, please.
Yes, I do confirm in Romania is the same, mainly in dairy products. The one living in the city prefer to get milk, fresh milk from a producer with that sort of community supported agriculture, but paying a sort of abonnement. The Russian and Georgian knows what I mean. And they also a subscription,
Okay.
yes,
Yes.
to the producer. And
So they leave the milk to their door or something?
more or less, they come with the car.
So like we did last
Yes.
40 years ago.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And
indeed.
they have no stamp, they have nothing else to recommend them as bio-organic or
Yeah.
besides their quality and what you feel with your organoleptic system and everything. So it's a wild market there, but it's very efficient. And then I might say that it's a sort of joint agreement between the buyer and the sellers,
Okay.
and based on trust.
Yes.
Based on
course.
trust, yes.
Of course. Is
And
this legal or illegal? They pay
no,
taxes.
it's not. Nobody pays taxes.
Okay.
Maybe sometime one of them pays taxes, but this will reflect immediately in the price.
Yeah.
So the consumer will prefer the one who is more genuine, more you know. And if in Romania, buying from the directly from the produce from the animal is considered prestigious and brings a note of flair. It's I bring here the nuances of social habits and everything.
Yeah.
And yes, this is the idea. My question is how one producer establishes his or her margins of profit. Because you showed us the two methods to
Yes.
settle a price.
Yes. Okay. Actually, you can use it depends if you want to sell your product as something very qualitative and distinct from the others. If you want to do that, of course, you should have the attributes, the characteristics on the product, and you can set the price higher than the competition. But if you share the same attributes with competitors, you should set the price at the same level.
So it's market-based, more or less.
Yes, yes.
So nobody thinks of profit margins as...
I don't know what financially, what is I don't know, the regulations. I can tell you for the market I have been in entertainment market, the usual setting price formula is multiplying the cost by 3. Usually, I don't know in farming what's the usually doing. How to set the price.
I will tell you a formula, a very interesting formula I applied on myself.
Okay.
It's for yes, for my and it's a magic formula regarding the labor and the materials.
Okay.
I will share with you. It's a statistical method applied in the very short formula by MIT. Okay. And I found it magic, but let's close this parenthesis. I might say that this thing with direct buying is also for the agro marketing. Mm-hmm. So you go in the marketplace and you can buy 1 kilo, 2 kilo of tomatoes, or you can go somewhere out in outskirts of the cities. I think you have the same.
To the farm.
Yes, in autumn when everything has to be conserved and everything, mm-hmm. and you can get some like hundreds of kilos of something from somebody who has no certification.
You mean a farmer or a retailer?
It might be both. It might be both.
Yeah, the same person.
We all try to be trustful and to gain trust towards and from a farmer in order that the next year he will wait for us. It's a sort of that kind of subscription because he knows that in Constanța, let's say, I have like 10 crazy women like who do lutenica or something, that and my ton of tomatoes is ensured I will sell
You
that
see?
ton.
Yes.
It's a sort of trust and
Engagement and
prepaying.
trust.
Yes.
Yes.
So I wanted just by this example to ensure that the community supported agriculture is not only material based on finances, but
Yes.
also only on more subtle things as trust, and
Loyalty,
common loyalty,
trust,
and common
and
agreement.
you're
Thank
interested
you.
in the community development, of course. Your
Yes.
community to develop. Yes. Okay.
In Greece, now that you are mentioning these examples, I could say that this happens a lot with olive oil. I mean, there are many households buying their olive oil directly from producers,
Yeah.
from the farm, and honey.
And honey. Yes, honey.
And honey.
A lot.
I mean, you have a friend, you trust him, you get your olive oil and honey. I mean, almost never do we buy honey from supermarkets.
Yes, because the supermarket
Very
is
low
supposed to have very
consumption.
low quality honey.
And low
Yes.
quality.
Yeah.
Or even olive oil might be, more expensive.
Yes, of course.
So if you like the olive oil that specific in Cypro,
Okay.
a friend or a colleague produces, then you keep buying from him, asking your friends if you like that olive oil.
References.
I believe we have a question from our online
Yes, I was about
participants.
to give the floor to the online participants. Do you have also questions that you would like to ask? Sure, welcome.
If the producers want to sell their products by their own, they should develop a brand, either a personal brand or a brand for their products, which is very time consuming and it requires financial resources. Is there any successful case how the brands or farmers can develop a brand together and to shorten their expenses?
Actually, I have an example, a case study at the end of the presentation, but it for local products in Greece that have successfully developed, but it's a cooperative. I mean, all the producers came together and formed a cooperative to do it all together. I know for a single farmer, it's expensive to develop a brand, but actually in Greece, I don't know in other countries, you should tell me, a successful brand is actually the name of the farmer. Actually, the name. Yes. The region, very important. Yes. Actually, this does not take many resources to just set the name. You just have to print something with a brand. But actually, people prefer products that come with a name and they are identifiable. I don't know if I answered your question. I don't have other examples. I don't know if you can give us an example.
So in Armenia, there was an online platform which collected products from different regions of Armenia, and they were selling online. It was a online selling platform where different products from different regions were listed, but it didn't work quite well. So I want to know, maybe there is another tools that we don't know about.
Online tools, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. There are different. Okay, we have someone that wants to say something here. Yes, please. The one with the microphone.
Okay, so we are an organization which unites farmers, and actually what we were doing all the time, that we were giving the space to farmers for direct sales. And this was good space because it's, as you mentioned, it is based on trust. And with this trust, many of our members developed regular clients, so they already know that they will sell their products, and this is based just direct interactions, and their tax offices cannot interfere. This is a case like when you invite somebody for a dinner in your house.
Yes.
So you are not at it's not regulated. It's just on our responsibility. So I trust you. You give me product, I like it, and that's it. So it's like farmer market where also you don't pay for the place for staying there. Sometimes in farmer markets, you to be admitted, you need to
Yes,
pay
you
something.
need to pay. Yes, okay.
So it's just our and I would like mention one also benefit also for such specific products through this personal trust. So we have some very active and very sophisticated maybe farmers who started using these web pages or Facebook, and we were trying to develop value chain for local varieties of wheat, which was absolutely abandoned. Only few farmers were cultivating in, and so, one of the farmers, when he got harvest, he said that I have this wheat. It's like this. It costs 3 lari. And he sold it in 2 hours.
Because the price was low?
It established high price for it. And now everybody sells it and everybody wants to buy it. So there's also such examples. And now even there is very fancy khachapuri is one of the khachapuri, and also some pastries with different fillings are very important part of our cuisine. And one person who is working on gastronomic issues, he established now this khachapuri place where he bakes khachapuri only from such type of wheat and only from farmers. He made a contract with our farmers from their cheese, and its khachapuri price is 5 times expensive. It's a luxury khachapuri, and it's all time on
you see,
web page, and also farmers sell them.
Strategies.
Irakli has some troubles with that because of pricing and bringing value chain in a correct form, but still this is developing, and these are the examples that are also given. These possibilities are given through social media and this direct interaction and trust among communities, which is very important in my opinion.
And since we all have small farmers, these are the best strategies they can use, or by their own or through cooperatives. Yes, please.
And so what I want to say about this type of market here is very important, the direct contact with between farmers and consumers, because today consumer want to see eyes of person who produce these products. That's why today this online platforms don't work so well like farmers market. For farmers market, people are waiting 1-2 weeks to come and buy products because he knows him, and in such things the honey market is very specific also, because maybe somebody will drive 100 kilometers somewhere to the mountain to buy his honey, but it don't mean that this honey is better than another and in twice price. Yes. It's also the same situation.
If I can give an example, I have come across that takes into consideration both online sales and getting to know your the guy who produces your food. I have come across with an online platform that you can order what you want from the specific producer. So you don't just say, I want organic tomatoes. I want organic tomatoes from this guy.
Yeah. I say,
and then you can build this trust.
Yeah, I mentioned these things, but you see, this personal contact in Georgia is still very important.
Yes, it's part of our culture.
Yes. It's
get
like you
contact.
see, it's like to feel, to touch, to something like this.
Yes, but if you work 5 days a week and you have a family, can you travel each week somewhere like 80 kilometers to buy something? And then you have to go to the supermarket as a result. So then you have the online orders, and
yeah, we have
or you call your guy and tell him, just bring me.
You see why I say these things, because we have like farmers market, we have online platform also, both, and came to see what difference today.
Yes.
This is maybe in some years it will change. I don't know. For example, this pandemic is changed this farmers farm sales very much, because during this period, many people went to villages, because to sit at home in town, maybe better to sit at home in village somewhere, and the prices in farms increased triple, and sometimes the price in village much higher than in supermarket.
Actually, I'm laughing because during lockdown in Greece, there were 5 reasons for which you can go out of the house, and one of them was to go to the supermarket. So it was a good excuse to go and buy food and groceries from, but we didn't have farmers market. We're not yes, they were not allowed. Yes. Okay, can I continue? Okay. Yes.
Yeah, due to the COVID situation, in order to come up with the laws, they developed the delivery.
Yes.
Groceries delivery.
To your door.
Yeah. So they somehow evolved and entered digitalization somehow.
Yes, of course. Okay, so the strategy, the cooperative marketing, one of it is to join a cooperative, and through the cooperative you can sell your cultivation. Another strategy, marketing strategy, is season extension. This could involve greenhouses, of course, and also cultivating alternative farm products that have another season than the original product that you produce. Of course, very important, sales to restaurants and institutions. This is if you produce a very qualitative product and you have a chance to engage, to cooperate with local restaurants and chefs, they can produce recipes and also put the name of the farmer on the menu. This is used from, fine dining, the restaurants and stuff. Yes, wines, of course. And of course, there is a buy local campaigns. This is a strategy. This is a strategy developed by a group of local producers, and actually this entails the support of local administrations and the state, because they have to jump in and promote this buy local campaign. Of course, there are many other strategies, but these are the ones that I refer to in the module because the pages were few. I cannot expand. Yeah. Okay, so now let's see a bit about the agricultural marketing plan. What time is it actually? Okay. So for the agricultural marketing plan, The first step is to do the SWOT analysis. And if I remember correctly, yesterday, you also referred to the SWOT analysis. So actually, you can take the SWOT analysis from the financial plan, or you can first develop the SWOT analysis in the marketing plan and then transfer it to the financial plan. So you analyze the current situation, you see inside the company, the farm, what are our strong points and what are our weaknesses. And then you see the external environment, what are the opportunities that are out there and what are the threats. A threat can be something you cannot control, like the bad weather, a war, a bombing. Yes. Yes, the energy prices, these are things that are threats to a company, of course, because they cannot control it. Then the second step is to determine the target market. So you have to choose, you have to choose who your customers are going to be, who you want them to be. You should categorize the market. You should set demographic criteria and psychographic criteria. Maybe you're targeting people living in the city, or people living in the village, or people that are earning a lot of income, or middle income. I don't know. You have to decide what is your target market. And then you have to analyze a target market and know your customers. What is their behavior? How do they react? How do they shop? Which are the categories of your customers? Do they get very engaged with the product? Are they loyal? Do they interact? Do they want to know who the producer is? And their habits, of course. Then we have to set our marketing objectives. An objective could be to grow brand awareness, or promote new products, or develop digital presence. It depends what you want to do. If you're a newcomer, or you operate many years, or you want to change your production, or you want to enter a new market, it depends. I'm going to talk a bit about the goals in the next slide. And then we have to decide which marketing strategy we are going to use. We can use one or multiple marketing strategies, and of course, a business overall game plan for reaching the prospective consumers and turning them into customers. This is the marketing strategy. So the marketing objectives should have these characteristics. And these characteristics are forming the word SMART. Why? Because they have to be specific, state exactly what you will do, and use action words. They should be measurable, provide a way to evaluate and use metrics or data targets, be achievable within the scope, your scope, and possible to accomplish and attain. Be relevant to make sense within your job function, of course, and to improve the business in some way. And of course, be time-bound. You should set the timeline. When should you accomplish these marketing objectives? Last chapter of the module has to do with financial planning and measuring the results. Of course, farmers should allocate specific resources and money in order to implement a marketing strategy and achieve the marketing goals, so that she doesn't waste their money. Of course, you should take into consideration the cost and expenses in order to implement the marketing strategies. And after you set the objectives and the deadlines for achieving your goals, you should have certain tools to measure what you have accomplished at the end of the marketing, of implementing a marketing strategy and your marketing plan. These tools are the return on the investment. How much money did you make from implementing the strategy and the investments there in the marketing plan? How much cost? There are certain tools, online tools especially, cost per win, cost per lead, cost per conversion. This actually has to do when applying an advertising campaign. How much does it cost for you to gain a click, a visitor, or a client from what you're using through your advertising campaign? Actually, this is it, and cost per acquisition. So actually, these are the chapters of the module, and now I have to propose for you trainers to use an exercise for your students. And if you want, we can do it here as well. So what you want? Actually, we're going to separate in countries and groups. Okay, I can explain what you should do. So I'm telling here, you should invite your students to work in groups of 3 or 4 persons. It depends on the total number of the students. You ask them to take a page and divide it in 4 quarters and write in each quarter the label product, place, price, and promotion. And then you let them discuss for a while, for 10 minutes a quarter, and they should decide a product that they want to produce, where they should place it in the market, what price will it give? Will they give the product? Of course, we're talking about farming products, or sustainable farming products, and how are they choosing to promote this product? And this is actually the main idea behind the marketing plan. How you begin to set your marketing plan. What's your product? Or what is the place that you're going to place it? And what is the price that you're going to set, and why? Of course, you have to reasonably decide the price, and what are the type of promotion you're going to use. So if you want, we can do that.
Yes, we can do, but to reflect on it or to present it will take more time, and I'm not sure also if 20 minutes will be enough. Let's put it as a homework.
Yeah.
We love homeworks.
So you can choose a product that already exists, or something it does not exist, or something even if it is not feasible to be produced. Okay, it can be imaginary product. And you should explain what are the distinctive characteristics of the product. You can give a name, a label, a brand. And you can set some details about who needs your product. What is the first base of customers, of clients? And why is it different from a competition, from already existing products? About the price, which is the price of the product? Are you going to price above or below the market? Why? And are you going to use any discounts for clients? About the place, where are you going to place your products? Where customers will find it, and why? Why do you choose the specific places? About promotion, what are you going to promote? How are you going to promote your product, and which marketing strategy will you use? And of course, you have to justify why are you using the specific strategies.
It will take a lot of time.
Yes, but I'm actually I only have to present you the case study, and I'm done.
Okay. Go with the case study. If there are no questions or discussion at the end, and we have time, we can make it.
So for the case study, I have chosen a traditional Greek product, which is called, it's as saffron, and we call it Krokos Kozanis because it's cultivated in Kozani, is a town in Greece. Saffron is cultivated in the region of Kozani since the 17th century. All these years, considerable experience on the production of the product has been gained. By 1966, the transportation and the trading of the product was through rings of wholesalers who were getting the product from individual producers at very low prices. So the lack of bargaining power, as well as the inability to explore the international market, led producers in 1966 to establish the Free Producers Cooperative, which was renamed in 1971 to Kozani Saffron Producers Cooperative. Since then, the official name of the cooperative is Kozani Saffron Producers Cooperative. In its international trades, the cooperative uses the name Cooperative de Saffron, so a bit of French there. Krokos, it's called in Greek. The cooperative consists of 1,000 members and employs 5,000 people. Each producer has the obligation to give the product to the cooperative for joint management. So everyone producing in the area, saffron, has to give the production to the cooperative.
Fixed price.
Yes. So let's see a bit about the marketing strategies they are using. First of all, they have created the compulsory cooperative. So if you want to be a producer of saffron, you have to join for sure the cooperative. They have used a lot of TV discussions and presentations of the product to raise awareness locally in Greece. Actually, the president of the cooperative has been in many TV shows and radio in order to say the benefits of to present the benefits of the product and how it can be used in our food, because it was not very popular, this product, but they managed to do it to raise awareness a lot and make it one of the most, I don't know, highly, yes, they all wanted to buy it afterwards. Also, they have published, they have a very updated website, the product. It's also, I am putting the website there, and they have posted numerous recipes where you can use saffron, and you can produce meals, sweets, and drinks with this ingredient. Also, they have entered many international markets, and their last accomplishment, I think, is China. And how they did that? They invited international investors to come and visit the site, the farm, the cooperative, the offices, everything, and therefore they get to know the product. Of course, they have created the trend through the discussions, the TV shows, and the recipes, and the chefs using, many well-known chefs are using this product on TV. And they cooperate a lot with scientific institutions to improve techniques or maybe characteristics of the product, quality, yes. And of course, they have created a brand, a very strong brand. And now when you visit the supermarket or any shop with organic products and you see the packaging, you can directly recognize that this is the one. And you prefer it, of course.
It took them 60 years.
What?
Approximately 50 something years.
So it's not too much. Okay, so I don't want to know if I should talk about the hours of, actually, like all the modules, this module should be taught 4 hours and 1 hour studying at home, yes. The subject is very broad. There are many references. I have used only few because it's chaos after that. So students can study on their own using these references. And we have 1 hour in the exam, right?
Yes.
Multiple questions.
Test, plus probably making the SWOT analysis part, physical.
Not SWOT analysis, marketing mix.
Yes, okay, marketing mix analysis, like physical assignments, practical assignments.
Yes.
But the teacher is free to select the assignments. Okay, so we are ready with the presentation. Questions?
Yes, if you have any
discussions,
questions.
Comments. We have one from the room. I'm giving the mic.
sorry, maybe I didn't get it. How was the joining that cooperative for saffron made compulsory for production?
How they did it?
They pushed, they lobbied for legislation.
Yes, I'm sure they did that, but I don't have that kind of information, to tell you the truth.
Because it sounds like monopoly for production.
But only from this specific area.
Yes.
Kozani. Yes. If you want to be a producer, you have to join the cooperative.
We have the same. We have the same products in our western part of Romania from some food products. And they also made it compulsory in order to gain that specific product. Cheese or meat, cutlery, all side of cutlery is conform, you have to pass through them. I'm interested because this is also available for services. I will not speak for the College of Psychologists, Medical College National in Romania, but also for services like laboratory services linked to agricultural products. And I wonder if is settled in your country that kind of compulsive.
You mean to transfer the product to laboratories for testing?
No, not just. I just made a list with this kind of product. So in order to have a product labeled like this, I'm obliged to conform to the quality or to join a non-governmental or governmental association. That's what's because it's for me it's sort of aggressive aggressive legalization.
But you
or
see,
legislation.
The saffron from this particular area has received a stamp from how do you say the PDO products? Product designated origin. Yes. So that's why you have to join also the cooperative, because you have to get this stamp. And they also have qualitative criteria. If you want to be a producer in Kozani, you have to set the certain, I don't know if the local farmers see it like this, if it's like a monopoly or something, or.
I think it's
Okay. Actually, we have a Greek. Okay, let's hear from a Greek lady that must.
I think because.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sorry, this is from the audience. We do not hear the answers. Is it possible to transfer the microphone?
Yes, okay.
I think because in the area, it's not even the region of Kozani. It's a small village in Kozani called Krokos, and this is the only place which this plant grows. So in order to fall under the brand Krokos Kozanis, saffron of Kozani, you have to be part of the cooperative. So I think it makes sense so that producers can sell their product, because if I have the product and I can't name it Krokos Kozanis, saffron of Kozani, then it won't be successful in the market, I guess. And I also have a question, a more general one, but how can a product have access to international market? Why some products can have this access and others cannot?
There are no products that are forbidden from entering international markets.
I know some products, for example, some Greek products I'm referring to, that we cannot sell them in international markets.
It depends what are the regulations between countries, maybe. Has to do with with trade, international trade. So it may be the case that the internal market does not allow for
Maybe
exports.
sometimes international market don't need this type of products also.
Yes, yes.
It's hard to say why some products go. Hard to say or could go to the international or not. It depends on many things.
Yes, yes, but they're not forbidden. There may be
Yeah.
some rules between countries and stuff like
For
that.
example, in Georgia, we have now it's very hard to export dairy products. It's impossible to export dairy products because our veterinary system is not in touch with international regulations, and so. But for example, for honey, there are some possibilities, and for cheese also. But for milk or for something
No,
like
there's not. Okay.
So it's that, as Irakli was saying about the dairy product, there are some regulations that you have to fulfill. In order to get access to certain market, you need in the country to have the regulatory systems that controls, for example, food safety issues. And Georgia is, as an accession country, now fulfills different categories. Some time ago, we were not able even to export honey. Now honey is possible. Next might be poultry or hazelnut. Yes, with plant product, it's not a big deal. But mainly this affects, this is this dairy
yes,
products
they're
and
more
the animal products, because they may borne different disease
Bacteria.
and bacteria, and food safety issue there should be controlled on a high level. And so it's about complying to the certain regulations that are required on that market.
Can I ask something to you? I have a question. Does the Common Agricultural Policy have a say on this, on the exports, imports, and international trade? The Common Agricultural Policy.
That's what I was referring to. I wasn't referring to standards that are things that make sense. I was referring to some Greek products, for example, that I know cannot have access to international markets due to agreements and
yes,
international agreements. For example, olive oil,
yes,
that is sold as is to the international markets. It complies to the standards of international markets, but we can't
put our label.
We can't have it sold ourselves. We have to sell it to Italy, and then Italy resells our olive oil to the international market.
These are agreements between countries, I think. I don't know.
Yes. I was wondering because